Laura from Laura Marie Plans, and I'm back today with another weekly plan with me. This week I am planning July the 14th through the 20th in my Aura Estelle A5 Wide Cloud Planner using my Caress Press 2025 inserts. And this week I am using a Caress Press kit called Sundae, and I'm super excited to be using this. I love the artist who did this art. Unfortunately, Emma did close her shop down, and I honestly haven't heard from her for a while, so I hope she's doing all right. But I love this art. Emma opened so many avenues with art in the community and just really opened up being more inclusive and diverse, and I love that. And you can really see in the fashion girls, like, you have literally 3 different sized people, all different looks, and I did choose like different people as well because I try and do that. But I loved this art, and it was National Ice Cream Day on Sunday, July 20th. It's also the week before my dog Oliver's birthday, and he's obsessed with ice cream, like literally obsessed. So it was only fitting that we used an ice cream kit. We did go to our favorite place back home in Maryland, and they were open for 24 hours for the first time ever, and we went to support them, and they were packed, which was amazing. But yeah, I'll get to that story later. So that was fun. But I have been on a like health kick lately and have cut out like soda and ice cream and dairy and all those things. So I honestly didn't really consume too much over the week, but I did consume some on the weekend, and it was delicious. But yeah, we love an ice cream kit. I did use my Laura 4 foil bundle from Hannah's shop. I'll link this exact foil bundle down below because I am obsessed with it. I did forego the underlays that come in it. They are definitely usable, and I will use them for another kit, and I think they could have worked with this art as well, but I really wanted to hone in on the ice cream, so I did buy ice cream underlays from Hannah's shop in pastel rainbow, and this foil bundle I got is also in pastel rainbow, and it's kind of like drippy, melty, and you kind of get the vibes of the melt in the art. Like, it's in the full boxes, it's in the bottom washi, and so I thought I would just embrace that with the foil bundle. And I just think this foil bundle is super cute. I do also have it in like Hannah's red marble or whatever her red and white foil bundle is, and it will be a completely different effect. It's going to look bloody for like Halloween if I ever do a like horror spread, which I honestly haven't because I don't like scary things. I like very cutesy things, if you can't tell. So yeah, I think it's just fun to like be able to do different things with that type of foil bundle, and I think this is super cute. This also would look cute with like donuts or like icing, anything like that. So I love this in pastel rainbow. It's become one of my favorite foils. I use it all the time in my bullet journal, but I did use it in my pride spread last month, and I just think it looks really cute. So I did use strictly Hannah's foil bundle, the Laura 4 foil bundle, and I think it turned out really cute, except for, like I said, the underlays. But I love how this turned out. The base is super cute. Oliver loves a good ice cream, so we had a lot, I feel like, at the beach, so I kind of was like out of it this week. Like, I was over it because this was our week back from the beach. But yeah, I just bought him more dog ice cream from the store today because his birthday's in like 2 days. So yeah, I also just think it's funny that his birthday is like 4 days from National Ice Cream Day, and it's literally his favorite food in the world. So anyways, I'm gonna hop into this day by day. I'm loving how this base is looking, and yeah. Okay, so I did color block as I have been doing lately. But on Monday I had a meeting, so I'll mark that. And then I did take Oliver on a long walk. And then I watched the Love Island finale this day, I guess, not night. It premiered the night before. And yeah, I personally voted for Nick and Alandria because I love Nick and I love Alandria and I just really like them. But I kind of knew Amaya was going to win because I'm very up to date on socials and how everyone else is feeling. And I just knew Amaya was obviously going to win. But I was very happy with the results. It was kind of a terrible season and they really need to redo their casting because it was just too many people just like leaving abruptly because they didn't cast the right people. I messed that up, but that's fine. So yeah, watch the Love Island finale. It was literally so long too, and it was all just like kind of boring, but I did want to watch that just to finish off the season. I don't like not finishing things through. It like really bothers me if I don't finish something through. So I definitely wanted to finish that through. And then I planned, I journaled, and then I watched YouTube. So I will mark that. I'm gonna be honest, this week was like kind of boring. So I feel like I didn't do that much except for the weekend, but like during the week, like I just work and do my usual stuff. But coming off a beach week, it's kind of boring. I did pull doodles in from SPC, if you're curious, from this pink color that I thought matched very well as this like rainbow sheet I had. And then my scripts are customs from Hannah's shop. You can use Laura15 to save 15% off at Hannah's shop or mention my name, Laura, in the notes, and you'll get my current freebie if there's a sale, which I don't think there's going to be a sale for a while. So I would use Laura15 for sure if I were you. I slept in this day, and then we took Oliver on a long walk. Why is there something hanging off my nail? I'm like trying to get it off. Okay. And then guess what, guys? Remember how I got stung by a bee like literally 2-3 weeks before this? A wasp 3 times? Well, I got stung at the exact same place, like where we walk around a school that's like right by our house. There's got to be a freaking wasp nest there. It doesn't make sense. And I got stung on my ankle out of nowhere, the ankle that I was receiving physical therapy on, which I just gave up on physical therapy because I just keep getting stung and I can't get physical therapy when I have a massive swollen ankle. So yeah, I got stung again this day and it's really not fun. Like it is so painful. Oh my gosh. It's so painful. Like, not to be dramatic, it's not fun. So I got stung again this day. And then we did take Oliver to Home Goods to do some enrichment with him because his walk was cut kind of short because of my bee sting situation. And then I planned, and then I just watched streams this night. Twitch streams. So I'll put all that in. But yeah, 10 out of 10, don't recommend getting stung by a bee. At least I know I'm not allergic because I went to the doctor last time because I was already going to the doctor and I was like, yeah, I think I'm allergic. But she was like, I don't think so. But she gave me meds for it and a cream. So I did have to use that. But it was just so terrible because it's just really painful, if I'm being honest. I don't know how little kids go through it. And I get why kids are scared of bees because they're terrifying. On Wednesday, I slept in again this day, and then I did work. And then I had a meeting. I'm gonna put work in the middle. Okay. I feel like my hair is everywhere for some reason. I just showered. I don't know if that's why, but if you see random pieces of black hair, it's just mine. Just disregard. I worked and then had a meeting. I did have a custom sheet from Hannah's shop, but I also pulled from the Laura 4 foil bundle, which is using a different font. If you're curious, it's this font. And then I watched Big Brother this night, which was fun. So I'm going to put that in. Big Brother. And then I planned and then watched 90 Day. So I'm going to have to put I'm going to have to cut up a box, honestly, because it just doesn't need to be that big. I'm going to cut this. Okay. Put this in here. Just cut that and make it a little shorter. Can't even tell. Okay. So 90 Day, which it's my least favorite. It's now Happily Ever After season on 90 Day, which they just, if you are curious, 90 Day is like a whole cinematic universe, and they just flip-flop between different types of 90 Day, and the Happily Ever After is like the married couples, and it's just so boring because I'm like, why did any of you guys ever get married? But yeah, I don't really like Happily Ever After, but that is it for the first part of my week. Okay, moving along, on Thursday, we did have a dog drop off in the morning, so I'm going to mark that. And then I did work. So I think I'm honestly going to use a yellow box for that, a big box. And then we walked the dogs. I will put in here. Perfect. Okay. So we had a dog drop off. All of these foil icons are from the foil bundle from Hannah's shop. Worked. And then walked the dogs. Perfect. And then I did cook dinner this night, so I will mark that here. And then I went to go get my nails done. Mark that here. And then I just planned. I literally planned like every day this week because I was so behind from being out of town. Just put that in there. Okay, so for cooking, have this Coffee Monsters Co. emoji. Got my nails done. This is from like the pastel rainbow sheet, and it ended up matching well, but then the next doodle I pulled does not match. It's literally purple. I feel like I shouldn't use it. I'm going to pull something else for that because I don't want to use a purple planner there. On Friday, I had therapy. So I'm going to mark that. Back to pink, therapy. And then I planned that in. Again, I did so much planning this week. And then we took Oliver to the dog park. Well, we were watching two dogs. We actually went to this dog park called Wiggly Field, and it was like shaped like a baseball diamond. It was so cute. If you don't know, Wrigley Field in Chicago. If you don't know baseball, which I don't know baseball, but I know that. But yeah, so It was really cute. And then they had like pools and water fountains for the dogs at the concessions part. And then they had like a dog out, and they had like all the bases. It was really, really cute. So we took them to that new park. I don't know if I'd go back because it was kind of gross and smelled like piss, but it was fun. And then I did garden this day, so I'm gonna mark that. Did some gardening because I've been trying to be more on top of my garden. Usually my mom just comes over and does it all for me, but I went to the beach and I just haven't had a chance to like, or my mom hasn't had a chance to come over and help. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I did garden this day. I love this paper milk sticker. It's such a good workout to garden. It's like so much squatting and you're in the heat, so you're getting vitamin D. It's great. Edited. And then I did start playing Peak this night, which is like a new video game. It's like one of the top Twitch and Steam video games, I feel like, right now. But you're basically climbing up a mountain and it's so freaking fun. I don't like climbing mountains in real life, but Peak is so fun. On Saturday, my father-in-law came over, so I will mark that. He came over, and then we did walk the dogs together with my father-in-law. And then Jake did go over with his dad to his dad's friend's house, and he went and played poker for like a while. So I'm gonna mark that. He was there for a hot minute. I might put it in one of these though. Yeah. Okay. So hung out with my father-in-law. This is a cute Once More with Love sticker. Plan a Hannah custom. If you do have any questions where any particular stickers are from, feel free to comment down below or check out my planner Instagram, Laura Marie Plans, because I do tag most of the shops, and if not, you can easily DM me on there. So Jake played poker for like a lot of this day, so I filmed, edited, and uploaded and hustled on that. Tried to catch up because we did buy a new MacBook the Sunday before this, so I was basically playing catch up because we were at the beach and his MacBook broke and it was this whole thing. I planned, and then I had a Netflix binge. I was binging this show Sneaky Link that we started with my cousin when she was here in like June, I want to say, and she kept bothering me to finish it and like texting me, and so I was like, I will when I have absolutely nothing to watch. And I basically had absolutely nothing to watch this night because Jake was gone. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start Sneaky Link. So I watched that. It was probably the worst waste of time of my life. I don't recommend anyone watch it. It's not a good show, but she really wanted me to watch it, so I did. And then it was basically midnight when Jake was done with poker, and we went back to my parents' house, which I felt bad. Basically, we went to the ice cream store by my parents' house where they live, and at midnight, and they had closed a few hours before, which I didn't know, but Jake knew and my parents knew, I guess. But so there was a long line. It was so long. So we basically turned around, and my cousin ended up staying and waiting out the line. He's like their biggest fan ever. Yeah, so he ended up staying and waiting out the line and then texting us when to come. So we hung out at my parents for like 30 minutes at midnight, and I felt so bad. I literally woke my mom up from her sleep. She came downstairs and gifted me a bunch of items she got from Prime Day. And then like it was just, and then Mochi was so excited to see me, and then we just like left, and I felt so bad, but they were really happy to see us. And then yeah, we hung out with my cousin, and it was like 2 a.m. and we are like in the parking lot eating ice cream, but it was lit. There were so many people there because it was National Ice Cream Day. So we got ice cream this night. It was delicious. And the reason why I'm doing this spread, I am marking National Ice Cream Day first and foremost on Sunday. So we'll put that in. And then we did go to a Thai festival this day with our friends. It's literally like 5 minutes from our house. It's freaking amazing. Love, love, love it. Love that it's in our backyard. Love that about my area. And I just think it's very, very important. And I love seeing how much support there was. It was so crowded this day. It was amazing. I was very happy. So yeah, then our friends came over and we hung out with them. And then I worked from home this night. Had to do a little bit of catching up. So I think I'm just going to cut this. Put this in. Oh my God. That's comical. Okay, let's try that again. You know, it happens. Okay, I did some working from home. And then we did play Peek again this night with our friend, which was fun. So I will mark that in here. And then I just binge watched, honestly, probably Sneaky Link this night. Again, not a show I would ever recommend anyone to watch unless they were my worst enemy. Played Peek with our friend, and then we watched TV. And yeah, that was basically my week. Like I said, it was kind of low key, but I did not write ice cream well there. I need to redo that because that's gonna bother me. I need to move the sticker and leave more room. This is why I don't write on camera, by the way, is because I suck at it. Okay, let's just do this. I need to move this over. Okay, now I'll write it. National Ice Cream Day. Perfect. Thai Fest. And then Peek. I feel like my handwriting sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, that is that for this week. All right, guys, I ended up putting in just a heart icon for that plan on Thursday that I wanted to use a different sticker for. And then I did put in the deco bits from the Laura 4 foil bundle, and I think it looks really cute. They're like, it kind of looks like splattered paint, but you get the vibe. It's like drips of ice cream through my spread, I guess. I don't know. But I love how this turned out. I was kind of questioning the pastel rainbow. Like when I was using this kit, I was like, wait, why did I choose pastel rainbow? But I do think it looks really, really cute. And I love how it turned out. So yeah, this is the Caress Press Sundae kit with the Laura 4 foil bundle, literally all except for the underlays from Planet Hannah, which are also, the underlays are also from Planet Hannah. But I'm loving how this turned out. It is color blocked and beautiful. And please feel free to follow me on my planner Instagram, Laura Marie Plans, if you don't already, to see up close pictures and videos of the spread. I did add the little corner pieces because I didn't have full boxes for everything, and I think that's a great alternative. But yeah, I'm loving how this looks. Thank you guys so much if you did watch this whole plan with me, and I don't know why I'm repeating everything I say. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh wait, let me show you guys what I have left over. My bad. And these will be destashed. I have multiple people reaching out to me on Instagram who want to buy my leftovers. So yeah, I give them for a very discounted price, obviously. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.